Welcome to Spiritual Foundations for Life. The process of walking by faith can be illustrated by the game of golf. Suppose a 5-year-old child hits the ball 75 yards, but is 15 degrees off the center of the fairway. Because of the short distance, the ball will probably still land on the fairway. When the child is 12 years old, he hits the ball 200 yards, but again is 15 degrees off. Now the ball is probably in the rough. When a child becomes an adult and he hits the ball 300 yards, a 15-degree error could land the ball completely out of bounds. See, what if what we believe is 15 degrees off of the Word of God? There may not be many negative consequences when we are young as Christians. However, there will be consequences if we continue on that course throughout our life. We end up playing out of the rough or being penalized for being out of bounds completely. See, the midlife crisis occurs when a plan goes astray. There are near and far consequences for everything we have chosen to believe. And as our culture drifts further away from its Judeo-Christian roots, the consequences of what our young people believe are showing up before they reach adulthood. We don't have to wait until life falls apart to find out whether or not our walk is true. Our emotional response to what we think and believe reveals whether we're on the right path or not. I'll say that again. Our emotional response to what we think and believe reveals whether we're on the right path or not. See, remember that our emotions are predominantly a product of our thought life. Consciously or subconsciously, we have certain ideas or goals in our minds for how we should live, what must happen in order for us to be happy and satisfied and successful. Often our sense of worth is tied to those goals. If we found out that our supervisor was blocking our goal of being promoted, we would probably feel angry. If the promotion was uncertain, we'd probably just feel anxious every time we thought about it. If we thought that our goal of promotion was impossible, we would likely feel depressed. See, we will be on an emotional roller coaster if we believe that our identity and sense of worth are dependent on other people and life circumstances. For example, if a pastor believes his sense of worth is dependent on the response of his congregation, he may try to manipulate them into responding the way he wants. But every member of the congregation can block that goal. Likewise, a mother believes her sense of self-worth depends in if a mother believes that her sense of self-worth depends on having a harmonious Christian family, then every family member can block that goal. But no one can keep that mother from being the person that God created her to be. So the Apostle Paul said that the goal of our instruction is love, according to 1 Timothy chapter 1, verse 5. And the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control, according to Galatians chapter 5, verses 22 and 23. Now, did you notice that the fruit of the Spirit includes the fruit of self-control, not congregational control or child control? God's love manifests itself in joy, peace, and patience. If our goal in life is to become the person God created us to be, then the fruit of the Spirit becomes evident in our lives. Regardless of circumstances, we can experience joy instead of depression, peace instead of anxiety, and patience instead of anger. See, no one can and nothing can keep us from developing the fruit of the Spirit other than ourselves. Our key point is that no God-given goal for your life can be blocked, uncertain, or impossible. Our key verse is 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 11. Make it your ambition to lead a quiet life. You should mind your own business and work with your hands just as we told you. God bless you. See you tomorrow for another episode of Spiritual Foundations for Life.